How's it going, YouTube? My name is Demetrius B. Welcome to the channel. If you are a returning subscriber, Box Truck Gang, we're here. If you are new, welcome as well. If this is your first time seeing me, thank you for being here. Thank you for clicking on this video. In today's video, I'm going to explain my 7 income streams at 24 years old and how I saved over $100,000. How I have over $100,000 net worth, and how I did it in just over, I'd say, 6 months. Let's get into it. So we're going to start off with my income streams. I'm going to tell you exactly how much I've made so far this year from them. And then we're going to get into kind of my story pretty much and how I got started with my entrepreneurial journey. And I'm going to give you guys some insight and some details into all of that. All right, let's get started with the income streams. So I have a trucking business. That's my first income stream. That kind of was my bread and butter up until this year, I'd say. I started the trucking business in late 2020, so like October 2020, started the trucking business. Finally went live with it in November, and I went and made $20,000 in my first month doing that. So that was last year, so we're not going to talk about how much I made from last year. So the trucking business, box trucking business, so far this year we've grossed $36,953. We made over $10,000 a month so far this year in the trucking business, and we've currently got 2 more weeks, 2 more pay periods left in this month, so we should be over 40K for sure. I'd say more around like 43, 44 grand. So yeah, that's how much I made in the trucking business so far. Yeah, so that is income stream number 1. Income stream number 2 is YouTube. I do make money off of posting videos, putting ads in my videos. Also, I do live streams as well, where I, answer questions and do things like that. So YouTube pays me roughly, about $100 a day. So far this year, including this month. So this month isn't over yet, but I should be over $3 grand this month as well. But so far this year, I made $11,060.22 just from YouTube videos. Okay. All right. So this is my biggest income stream, the one that I'm going to talk about now. My biggest income stream for this year in 2021 is from the course. Okay. It's from the course. I have 2 courses. It is from, let's see how many people are in the course. So currently in the big course that I have, the main course, we have 355 members in total. Okay, 355 members. I charge $250 for my course. You can do the math on that. And then for the second course, I charge $150. We have 36 members in that course as well. These 2 courses are around the trucking business. I help teach people how to get their business started, how to get their business started, how to, and everything about Amazon, which is primarily what I focus in. That's my niche, is doing Amazon relay in trucking. So that's what I do. I made 90 grand from those 2 courses so far this year. Okay, so income stream number 4 is consultations. All right, I do over the phone, sometimes on Zoom, sometimes on Google Meetup consultations. Made about 10 grand doing that. So charge $50 for 30 minutes, $80 for an hour. So that's how much I charge for that. And I've done just over, I can't get the exact calculations, but I've talked to over 200 people in the past, I'd say 3 months doing consultations. Okay. Income stream number 5, real estate. I bought my first property last year in the midst of the pandemic. And about a week and a half later, or actually I closed on the house, closed on the property, and due to COVID, I lost my job about 3 days later. So I'm like, oh man, what am I gonna do now? Yeah, so I ended up just renting it out, yeah, that's the situation with that. That piece of property pays me $1,250 a month, so $1,250 a month. I made about $5,000 so far this year, due to the fact that it's been 4 months already. Yeah, so that is income stream number 5. Number 6, I have a used car dealership. I've sold 1 car this year. It's not my main focus, as you can see. I just kind of have it more for personal. I have a bunch of cars that, I like, I'm a car enthusiast, so I have a bunch of cars that I like to drive around. I have 2 cars currently right now. A Infiniti G35, and then I have a Volvo as well. So really it's just for personal use right now, but if I did decide to step into it, then that is another income stream that I could potentially get into. So I made $2,500 from the dealership so far this year. Yeah, so that is income stream number 6. Number 7, just something that I'm currently working on building, is affiliate marketing. Due to the fact that I am in the trucking space and I do have this platform, right, on YouTube. I've had a few companies reach out to me, so I'm in the process of locking in those deals right now. And I want to work with other companies so I can provide services that my potential clients need. Potential clients need, that my viewers need. Just to be in trucking, it's important for them to have these services. So that is something that I'm currently doing. So all right, that is my 7 income streams as of right now. 7 income streams. We it's been a crazy ride, man. Like I'm gonna get into pretty much my story now, and how I got started on my entrepreneurial journey. And all this, guys, just I do this because it's not about me. It's not about me, guys. I do this for y'all at the end of the day. Because me helping you guys is gonna get me what I want. Truly, it is. It already. That's just how it is. That's how it's been. That's the way my life is headed right now. So my point in saying that is, when you provide value to people, the blessings that you will receive will be greater than anything you can ever imagine. I never would have thought, just by me posting videos on YouTube about what I was doing, right? This is something that I was already doing, would have the outcome that I'm currently having right now. I mean, it's just been insane. Like, guys, I came from a job last year. I was only making $17 an hour. All right, I was only making $17 an hour. I was making roughly about $35,000 a year. In January, I did that in less than half a month. In January, when I first launched the course, I made like $50,000 in 2 weeks. Okay, so anything that you can put your mind to, it can be done. It can be done. It can be done. It can be done. All right, and I preach this in a lot of my previous videos. You just got to be able to trust your intuition and follow up on what you want for your life. Okay, that's it. That's it. I like I said, I started this whole thing last year. Like, it's only been 6 months since I started the trucking business, and then all of this is started to come with it as I've gone through, and it just feels like it feels like anything you do, like after you become vindicated, like anything you do, it just turns to gold, man. I can't explain it any way else. And though for those of you that are watching, that are looking into getting in the trucking business, or you're entrepreneurs, this is why it's important for you to have multiple streams of income. Because if you have multiple streams of income, it allows you to be flexible, and you can pivot and move on different things that you see, right? So if one thing isn't working out, you switch your focus and you can go do something else. But one thing I will say is this, okay? One thing I will say is this. All of these things that I am currently doing, they're not passive. All right? They're not passive. Not all of them, at least. Some of them are. Like YouTube, people are going to be constantly watching my videos. That's passive. But I still have to put in the work to make the money. I still have to post videos. I still have to continue to, provide value on this platform in order for people to continue to watch my videos. That's just the reality of it. So it's not completely passive. The trucking business, some of that is passive because I do have a driver, and then my dad also drives for the business sometimes as well. But sometimes I gotta hop in that seat still. I haven't been doing it as much as what you can see from on the channel, but I still have to hop in the seat from time to time, which is okay. I have no problem with that. I love doing it anyway, so it's no biggie. The consultations, I'm on the phone talking to people. All right. Real estate, that's pretty much the most passive thing in this. I don't do nothing for that. But my goal is to transition from doing active things to doing passive things. That's really the goal, right? So it's about taking your money and using your money to make money for you. But it's going to be a significant amount of work that you have to put into that, right, in order for it to get to that point. So one thing that I'm learning right now is how to create business systems and processes and procedures. If you have those in place, then you can duplicate yourself as an entrepreneur and have somebody run the business for you. So that's the goal. That's really where I'm trying to traject myself into eventually, so I can go and do other things. Like really my goal, for my life is to just be an investor, whether it be me buying other businesses or just investing into Forex, cryptocurrency, stocks. That's all I really want to do, guys. That's really what my goal is for my life. And my goals, like towards the latter end of my life, I want to become a motivational speaker. So that's like the long-term, like Hail Mary, like big fantasy sort of situation. Okay? But those are my 7 income streams currently right now. I made just a little over, I'd say $140,000 this year so far. And that's with the addition of the slow season, which happens in trucking. So towards the tail end, towards like peak season, I'm probably gonna make another $150,000 between both trucks. I got another course that I'm gonna be coming out with, which I know y'all gonna buy. So I know that. All jokes aside, but seriously though, on a serious note, I'm gonna make another close to $150,000 towards the tail end of this year from the trucking business. That's minimum, probably during peak season. I got some other things that I'm working on too. And that's just with that 150 grand is just with Amazon, right? That's not including like what I plan to do with with the trucking business. I got something else that I'm gonna add to the trucking business. So I'm projected to do between $400,000 and $500,000 this year alone. Okay. I every time I think about it, man, it's just, I don't know, man. I don't know. But yeah, that is how I got, the 7 income streams that I'm working on. I plan on adding at least 2 more this year. That will be a subsidiary of the trucking business, and then I got something else that in the pipeline that I kind of want to introduce and do as well. So, and that is how I saved over 100 grand, or that's how I have over $100,000 net worth. For those of you that know, I currently You know, I keep my overhead as low as possible. Even in my personal life, I only spend about $1,500 personally a month, guys. Maybe. Like, and I feel bad. I do. I feel bad spending that amount of money. Like, in my personal life, I'd say really, especially like in February and January and February, I only spent maybe $700 personally. So, you know, it's just about keeping your overhead low in your business, and keeping your personal overhead low as well. That's how you stay profitable in this, right? So you just save, 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 and then what's going to happen is when the opportunity comes, you'll be able to invest because you have the resources to do so. So keep that in mind, guys. Keep that in mind. All right. That is it. That is it for this video. This is how I did it. Started the trucking business, took the information from that I've learned, that I've gained from the trucking business, provided value to people on a platform like YouTube. And that's how it just has spiraled into this whole cataclysmic event of me growing these income streams and just, you know, doing my thing, just doing my thing like I always have wanted to. You know, if I wouldn't have gotten let go from that job, right, I wouldn't be sitting here in this position that I'm in right now, truly. So getting let go from that job was an absolute blessing in disguise, and I don't, you know, mistake that for anything. So you guys have to be able to take the leap of faith, okay, in anything that you want to do. If you want to get out that 9 to 5, if you want to, you know, increase your income in your job, anything like that, you got to be able to, you know, take the risk. You got to be able to take the risk. That's the only thing that's going to get you to the next level, okay? On the other side of what you see, that roadblock, right? On the other side, just think about what is in that, okay? Think about what you will gain. You have nothing to lose. Think about what you will gain. And you will be able to get through when times get tough, because it's going to get tough. I have times where I've had plenty of times where I've wanted to give up. Like, I wanted to just, you know, just throw in the towel. Like, sometimes I get unmotivated. Sometimes I don't feel like posting YouTube videos. Sometimes I don't. But at the end of the day, you know, you have to continue to press on regardless, because you have people that depend on you, all right? You have people that depend on you, you know? So you have to press on. No matter how tough it gets, no matter how hard it gets, you got to continually show up every single day if you want this. If you want it bad enough, what are you willing to do to what are you willing to sacrifice? What are you willing to do to get it? All right, so that's just it. That's just it. A little bit of a motivational rant, but I wanted to do this for motivational purposes. I wanted you guys to see what the potential of what your mind, right, when you put your mind together, what you can do, whether it be starting that business or starting that YouTube channel or just anything you want to do, you know. That's it. I'm done. I don't have nothing else to talk about. Okay. Again, for those of you that are new, thank you for being here. You know, for those of you that have returned, thank you for being here as well. Box Truck Gang, salute. My name's Demetrius B. I am the Box Truck Prince, and I will see you in the next video. Peace.